What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Mahito domain expansion. So hands inside the mouth. They're kind of simply drawn hands. They're not like too complicated. So we'll give it a best shot. Landscape page. Pencil eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast. Real close up on his face. That's sort of, when he tilts his head to the sky and does his domain. So center point here. Come up over to the right a little bit. Might be maybe start just to the right a little bit of the center line that way. And we're above that halfway. Curve a line. Very arched eye shape. And then the bottom eyelid line curves around like that. And it can be a broken line like that. It doesn't have to be continuous. And they do his tear duct with color, but I guess we'll draw it in a little bit. Boom. Okay, that's your general shape for his eye. So we gotta thicken up his top eyelid because it's anime. So we gotta go around again. And then it goes down to that spike down there. And then we have eyelashes sticking up. Okay. And there's a little eyelash line coming off the front there. And then you want to color that black. Doop, doop. Right. Iris then inside. It's kind of ovally. It's not like a perfect circle. Kind of goes sideways or something. Gives the illusion that his head is tilted sort of nearly all the way back. It makes it, if you make the circle longer this way. And then the pupil just in there. I think that's his. Is it blue and gray are his eyes, I think, if I remember. I can't see it. I'm looking at a Genga that I found for it. So it's not colored in. Right, so keep going. Eyelid line. Roughly here. A lot of this is covered by his hair as well. And then his eyebrow, kind of higher up. And then diagonal across to there. Now this is, his eyebrows are mostly underneath his hair, so that'll be covered a good bit. And then they do little lines just for the side of his nose there. But before we do the nose, we'll do the other eye. So we're diagonal, right, for the eyes. They're not perfectly straight. The eye on this side is lower down, okay? So you want to go kind of in line with the tear duct to start the top eyelid, I'd say. See there? And you're about eye width. So you can fit an eyeball sort of in between his two eyes. And then we'll go up and over. Big curving line again. So see now the angle. And then the bottom eyelid line. Like that, and we'll draw in the tear duct because we can. Because we can do what we want. And then thicken up the top eyelid line. And then add the eyelashes coming off. Color it in black. Like so. And then his iris in here. Very wide-eyed. Sort of a long, slightly longer circle, and then the pupil in there. So he has like some bags around his eyes as well. Actually, I forgot those. And then eyelid line, just a broken sort of line coming around his eye there. And then his eyebrow kind of up higher. Yeah, around here, I'd say. Mostly underneath his hair again. But we'll draw in a bit of it. Okay, so the nose, right? So it kind of curves from, if you were to go from the eyebrow, right, you do like this curving section. This is like the bridge of his nose. But because his head is so far tilted back, it's like it's right in between his eyes. So the nostril would be like here, on the tip of his nose. There. And he has that scar that goes across the, well, yeah, it's a scar, right? It's like stitching. It just goes down that way. And then the nostrils just here. Big pointing sort of arrows. And then it's kind of dark shadow in there. Like just little lines for the bridge of his nose and stuff. And then just below that we have his big mouth with the arms inside, right? So it kind of curves across here. And then down. It's like crazy big. And then we could have some lines outside that. Stretch marks for skin just on the side of his face. And then his bottom lip. And like a top lip line, kind of broken one. Just there. Right, so top teeth then, kind of just bumping around here. Like they draw in, you know, his molars and everything. And like some bumps for his teeth here. And then it goes down the back. Into there. And then there's like some lines going that way for his teeth. And then little V's just at the top for his gum line. Like so. Like that. And then the bottom. Well, can we see the bottom teeth, or is it the hands first? Yeah, it's kind of the hands first, and then we can see the tongue in behind. So we got to do those little hands first. And they're not super complicated the way they draw them, right? So we just got like two little arms coming in this way. That way. This like comes up to fingers. And they're kind of like touching, right? These fingers. right? The other two arms come out from here somewhere. I'll just mark those. And we get the rest of these fingers done. So, say like these fingers are like the pinkies on these hands touching, and then this one goes this way, and they just draw them real straight. It goes back that way. To there. And then two at the back touching. So again, quite simply drawn, kind of cartoonish. Okay, and then another set going this way, right? So the elbows kind of like they're stretched out or something. And the forearm will go, it looks like across this way. And this side as well. Right, bit tricky this now. So there's like, I think it's the same hand that he's holding, like same sort of position basically on both sides. Maybe like slightly different. And then these fingers are touching. And then they're just kind of like interlocked in between that. Like that. Okay. Right. So tongue and teeth in behind this. So again, molars just kind of bumping down in behind. And then the flat front teeth just here. And molars on this side. And then you'll add just some like lines that way. And then the gum line. And his tongue just in behind those hands. And everything's just kind of black inside there. So that's the mouth. Pretty complicated mouth. Right, so chin. Just here, real close to the bottom lip. Like so. Curves out to the jaw. And then goes up around. Eventually disappearing underneath hair somewhere. Somewhere up here. I'm not forgetting about all those stitches, but we'll just do his hair first. Sorry if I'm sniffling. So then, hair. So blue, sort of spiky. Okay, let's start with this fringe maybe, or the ear ones. Which ones? Maybe it's fringe. We'll go this way. Coming down this way. There's no easy way of doing like anime hair. You just kind of have to go for it. And hair moves and stuff, it blows in the wind, so you know, when the character moves, the hair normally moves. So don't worry if it's not exactly like mine. Another spike this way. And I'll go across his head then. Some of these cover the eyes and everything. Here, and then we'll go across the face, down this way. He's got like 2 layers, so there's another one here. Right, so that's like a fringe-like thing, and then it goes up around the back of his head. Right, so, and we can see ears as well. Can't forget them. So just like here. Okay. More hair. Okay, keep going. Go, 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 go. Getting slow in my old age. So we go this way. Bit of a gap. This one like falls onto his shoulder. There, and there's a couple in behind this. Then there's some that like spike that way. See, like you can't really see most of those lines now, so they go up and off the page, kind of, you know, like just come in sort of from the top. Let me just go off the page. Back this way. Right, so we'll go back in and then down. More hair than I thought on this guy, so then this comes down. Here. And then there's some that goes behind his shoulder, so his shoulder goes like that way. And then we have some like hair spikes just in behind the shoulder here. That goes that way. And then we got like some texture lines following that hair direction. Like so. And I think that's all the hair. I think. Could be wrong. But I think that's it. Okay. So then so his other shoulder, we might as well, so it's got like a tear in it, or a cut, or it's just the sort of pattern. And then we can see his shoulder inside there, and then like his other sleeved area here. It's kind of open there. You got like a shoulder muscle or something going that way. And then like another open bit there. And then the collar down that way. And then we have neck muscles. So going down from there. And another one here. And then at the front. Some at the back. Like his collarbone would be there somewhere. And then like some fabric lines. And his clothing has like all these sort of grey lines on it, but you do that with colour, they're not really drawn in. So what we need to do now is his stitching, right? So he's got scars and stitching coming all across his neck and across his face. Right in there. This just sort of goes around his neck. And it follows the curvature of the neck muscles. Kinda like that. And then we have one that comes down his eye and across the nose. So say like there's like groups of stitching. 2 there, 2 here. And one down here. And on his forehead somewhere. So you gotta like join these together now. So this one goes over his nose. Down his face. All right. And we'll do up his eye as well. And it goes over the eye. Under his eyebrow in this instance. I'm not sure if it's always like that. And oh yeah, one on his arm. Down in there. And of course this is all black, dark grey with stripes. I think a bit of hair texture in here. I think that's everything. Mahito, domain expansion. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.